So, as for the assignments for this lab, um, you're supposed to work on two problems that are related to the models that we developed uh, in this lab. So, in the first problem, you need to determine the minimum arrival rate that would result in at least 20% of your customers spend more than 15 minutes in the system at steady state using the current policy. So, as a hint for this assignment, um, since we're interested in 20% of customers spend more than a certain amount of time, it tells you that we're interested really in knowing the 80th percentile of the average time in system. So we're looking for an arrival rate that makes the 80th percentile of our time in system for our customers to be greater than 15 minutes. So in order to do that in Simia, what you can do is to, let me maximize this. You can go to your experiment design, and what you can modify is basically in your experiment properties, you can modify the upper percentile and lower percentile values, which are defaulted to 75% and 25%. So, for example, in this assignment, you are looking for the 80th percentile. So you may want to change this to 80 and then answer the question. So for the second part of the first assignment, you are supposed to change the arrival rate to the arrival rate that you identify in part A, and you would like to have basically improve your average time in system by adding 1 unit of capacity to only one of your servers, but you would like to make the maximum improvement possible. So you want to choose a server that has the maximum effect on your um, output of interest, which is your time in system. So the question wants you to basically explain how you make your decision and which station you choose based on your analysis. So in the second assignment, um, we are considering another subray branch. So in this branch, we have also a microwave besides the toaster. So so now 70% of the customers that actually want their sandwich warmed up will basically choose the toaster, and 30% will choose their sandwich to be microwaved. So basically 70% of the 70% of the customers want their sandwich to be toasted using the oven. And 30% of the 70% want their sandwich to be microwaved. So you're asked to modify the model of the current policy without adding a new server object to account for this new option, which is a microwave. And you're also asked to evaluate the performance of the system, of course, under the current policy, which is a no passing policy in terms of average and maximum time in system, average and maximum number in system, and also the server utilizations. Also, in the second part of the second problem, you need to explain why we treated the microwave not as a new server object. In other words, you need to explain why we cannot add a separate server object parallel to the oven server object to model the microwave. So you need to explain why it would make your model wrong if you did that. And for those of you who are watching this video lab as part of a course assignment, please make sure that you carefully read and follow the submission requirements that are provided at the end of the lab document.